The worst kept secret in the world of football is now officially Real. Kylian Mbappe is now a part of Los Blancos. Just how will Real Madrid line up with Kylian Mbappe? Let's take a deeper look. One of Real Madrid's biggest flaws from last season stemmed from a lack of presence in the central areas up front. Because of this, Ancelotti had to rely on the other positions, namely his wide players and a number 10, to generate goal-scoring opportunities. Sure, there are players like Joselu who can actually serve as a team center forward, but it can be argued that he lacks the fluidity that Mbappe offers. And speaking about Mbappe, his arrival will certainly cause a major headache for Carlo Ancelotti, as he is now bloated with a plethora of attacking options. From Endrick, Mbappe, Rodrigo, Vinicius Jr., and the rest. There are so many factors that Ancelotti needs to consider, which would ultimately test his ability to manage his roster. Having Endrick and Mbappe could potentially mean that Ancelotti might go back to the times when Real Madrid had two strikers up front, a la Raul Gonzalez and El Fenomeno Ronaldo, with Bellingham from behind, Vini Jr. on the left, and Rodrigo on the right. This will ultimately boost Real's offensive game plan, as having a truckload of players up front would mean a gazillion overloads, leading to more scoring opportunities. This could have a major drawback, as Real Madrid might only have one lone defensive midfielder, making them vulnerable on the counter. However, this can be compensated if Los Blancos decides to utilize an inverted fullback, which is something that Camavinga can be relied upon, especially since he can play as a left back or as a pivot. There's also concern centered on the personnel, as Real will lack a regista-type player who can dictate the game and provide switches from deep, which was a primary staple for Los Blancos last season. Though it can be argued that Real already has players like Antonio Rudiger who can launch long-distance bombs, though it would also be better if Real could diversify their game plan with an added regista. This also begs a question, can Real play without a regista-type player? Mbappe is capable of dropping deep when needed, as seen in the 2022 FIFA World Cup finale. Plus, there are players like Rodrigo and Bellingham who are very active in moving around, which will create numerous passing angles, giving Real Madrid more leeway to progress the ball. Alternatively, Real Madrid could also line up with a 4-3-3 with Vini Jr. and Rodrigo in the wide areas, Mbappe centrally, and a midfield trident featuring Bellingham, Modric or Valverde, and Camavinga. Or they could still utilize the 4-3-1-2 position, which will allow Madrid to have a regista in their ranks. The same principles from last season will apply, with Rodrigo moving around to support the areas around the pitch, while Carvajal or Vázquez will charge further upfield. Having Mbappe around would further strengthen Real Madrid's offense, as they have more bodies up front. In addition, this formation likewise gives Real Madrid more legway in other tournaments, as they can save their attacking assets for the Copa del Rey, and other matches where they have the luxury to rest their players. It seems with Mbappe's arrival comes a plethora of options for Carlo Ancelotti to experiment and tinker his lineups for the upcoming season. And fans could expect a high degree of excitement coming from Real Madrid this season. Historically, Ancelotti is renowned for deploying players away from their usual positions, as seen from Angel Di Maria and recently Jude Bellingham, which raises questions if he would do the same with Mbappe. Anyway, that's all detectives, and I hope you do learn a lot from this video. If you wish to express your thoughts on Kylian Mbappe's arrival to Real Madrid, please do so in the comments section. Please don't forget to leave a like or subscribe to our YouTube channel for updates. Until next time, detectives, see you around for our next investigation.